Good evening.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the live show. We're just getting our act together a little bit here. You're not sitting as close as I am. I feel like I'm like right on top of the screen.
No, I think we're fine.
Oh, okay. There you go.
We just finished getting our stuff ready for the upcoming 2022 Tampa RV Supershow. We have gone several times and we've had a great time every time we went. But we wanted to cover some things that many of you may not know. This is our first year to get credentials. We did not have enough subscribers and enough watch hours in the past to be able to get them this year. We met the, I think, minimum criteria to do that.
Or maybe the criteria was a little easier this year. I'm not sure which, but.
So if you're an RVer, let's talk for just a couple of minutes about the Tampa RV Supershow. It's held at the Florida State Fairgrounds in Tampa, Florida. And it is from the 19th to the 23rd, I believe. That sounds.
It's from the 19th to the 22nd.
22nd. Yeah, I missed it by a day.
Yeah, that Sunday's the last day.
If you have your RV and if you want to boondock, and when I say boondock, I mean there are no facilities, no hookups, no nothing. They will let you park your RV in the what they call a parking lot, which is really more or less just a huge grass field in the front of the facility. Yeah. When I say huge, it's probably
it's acres and acres and
acres and acres. Yeah. We have gone several times and had a blast. If you want to stay there overnight boondocking, it will cost you $20 per night for your RV to be there, and you still must pay for 1 day's parking.
Right.
Which is for an RV $16. For a car, I think it's $8. Yeah. So that first day, if you brought your RV, which is what we're doing, it would cost you $36 for the first day and then $20 for each additional to attend the show. It's a great time. They're going to park you wherever they want you. Just let them do that.
Yep.
And then after the show closes around 6 p.m. in the evening, everybody kind of moves their rigs around if they've got friends there or fellowship or just people they've met at the show who they want to hang out with. Everybody moves their rigs to one location or another. And once you're there, you don't have to move it again. You can stay there for the rest of the show. So that's a great time. We had a lot of YouTubers there in 2019.
And in 2020.
And in 2020, we had a huge get together, a lot of great people. We got to meet some wonderful community, and we're looking forward to doing that again.
Yep. Speaking of community, let's welcome everyone who's here.
Oh, well.
So
welcome everyone who's here.
Yes. So let's see. We have Avenger RV Adventure. So thank you for showing up. Really good to see you. And hopefully we're going to ask everybody a little bit later, or if you want to share now, if you're planning on going up to the show.
Or down to the show, depending on where you are in the country.
Right. Okay. And Dreaming Out Loud RV. Oh my gosh, I know you went last year. And I hope you have a rig ready for this year. I don't know if you're in between rigs still or not. So hopefully we get to see you at the show this year.
The president is here.
Oh, yes. The president is here. Bob and Debbie.
Hi, Bob and Debbie.
Hi.
From Blue Wave Odyssey. Thank you so much for coming.
Yep. And let's see. RV Living Life is here. Good to see you. And might be caught up. I saw that Susan with New Horizons was here earlier. I'm not sure if she's back yet in the room. She was actually the first one in. So she may have stepped away for a moment. But welcome. So we're talking about the Super Show up in Tampa coming up in January.
This is the main reason for the live stream this evening.
Yes.
RVing Living Life is here. I don't know if we said hi to them or not.
Yes, we said hi to them.
If you have credentials, if you are going for Industry Day,
right,
which is the 18th, and that is the day that the press gets to come and the day that all of the local industry people get to have for themselves. That is an awesome day. This is where a lot of the mega channels get to go and things like that. Here is what we know. I had heard a rumor about this last year, so I wanted to confirm it for this year. On the 18th, you cannot bring an RV to the show.
Right. There's no boondocking.
There's no boondocking. You cannot stay overnight there. You will have to make arrangements somewhere in the area. And we'll get to that in a couple of minutes. For the day of the show, they only have one parking lot open.
For the industry day.
For the industry day.
Right.
For the 18th. So if you have your credentials and you're thinking, hey, I'm just going to bring my RV and we'll park there on the night of the 18th. No, you're not going to be able to do that. And I got that straight from the Florida Fairgrounds Management Facility.
Yes.
They actually manage all the parking. The Florida RV Trade Association leases the property for the show. So on the morning of the 19th, you are welcome to bring your rig in and to boondock for as long as you want to stay or until the show ends on the 22nd. But for the day of the 18th, you cannot bring your RV in and you cannot boondock there.
Yes.
We set out to try and find some alternatives for you guys who are not from Florida and not in the Tampa area. We're about 2 hours south of Tampa.
Yeah.
So
technically,
take it away.
Yeah. So technically, we had the option of leaving the house, leaving our home base, and just driving up for the day and back. Or we're like, what else could we do? And I know that Dreaming Out Loud RVing last year stayed at the Cracker Barrel, which is right there at Lazy Days. So they cracker docked. Catch me if I'm wrong, but I saw that video. And then also I looked on Compendium and there's a Bass Pro Shop really, really close to the fairgrounds. So that looks like that was an option as well. There are several state parks nearby. I know that Hillsborough River State Park is close.
Unfortunately, this time of year in Florida, getting into a Florida state park is like winning the lottery.
It really would be.
You can book those reservations out 11 months in advance, and therefore most of those sites are probably taken.
Yeah.
There are also many private campgrounds there.
Right. So I went on to All Stays, and it showed, like Brad said, there's a lot of them. A lot of them are also filled up, but I did find some. And if you do your research, I'm sure you could find some as well. One of them that has room is the Southern ARV Park. And that one is actually, it's only like 7 miles away from the venue, from the fairgrounds. So that's a pretty good option. Also, in Florida, we don't really have BLM land. But what we do have is the Water Management District.
Southwest Florida Water Management District.
Right. And it's actually, if you go to that website, which is the acronym SWFWIND, State Florida US, a dot in between all those, then you can see all the campgrounds that they have. So they have the Lower Hillsborough area is the closest to the fairgrounds, and they actually have camping available still. Now that also is boondocking, but that's an option you might want to look at.
Yep. And then also, if you're military, MacDill Air Force Base is fairly close by. However, I called them today and they said all of their reserve spaces are accounted for,
but
they do have first come, first serve spaces
and
available.
A lot of them.
But that doesn't mean somebody won't fill those spaces up prior to you getting there, even the day before or 2 days before you get there. So it's certainly, if you're thinking of coming to the Tampa RV Super Show here for 2022, don't wait to make your reservations. You need to do that. And you need to do that soon.
And you need to be flexible, you know?
Right.
You might even try Harvest Host. There's actually a couple of Harvest Hosts in the Tampa area. So that could be exciting, just branch out. And I didn't check Boondockers Welcome, but I'm pretty sure that there's going to be a few of those choices there also.
Now, keep in mind, everything that we're saying is only if you're trying to come up for Industry Day on the 18th.
Right.
On the 19th, you can bring your RV and bring it right into the fairgrounds, and they will park you out in the big lot. And if you want to stay in Boondock, and I emphasize Boondock, it's $20 a night for every night, and you get those tickets at the main ticket booth, and they'll give you a card to go in the windshield in your RV. So we certainly have enjoyed every time we've done it. That's why we're doing it again this year. A lot of great people up there, a lot of great community, a lot of good fun.
And we're hoping to get, Brad and I have been talking, and we're like, who else is going to be there? So we want to find out who's going to be there so we can, rally the troops. I know that in 2020 it was, we all tried to be together, and so that was really awesome. I heard that Steve Turtle, I don't know if he's still planning on coming, but at one point he was planning on coming, as well as Camper Life and maybe James Cantonese. I don't know if they're still planning on coming or not. But what about you guys? Who here?
RV Underway. I know Ricky and Barbara said they were planning on coming.
Yes. So when is the show? The show is in January. It is actually the 19th to the 22nd of January. So that is a Wednesday's the 19th, and I guess the 22nd is the Sunday.
Right.
So
it is one of the largest shows on the East Coast of the United States. I think followed only, or it's along the lines of Hershey. Although we've never been to Hershey.
I haven't been to Hershey,
Pennsylvania, but we might make it up to that one eventually.
Yeah. It is large. You need to plan on walking. You need to plan on having water when you're there. You need to take a look at that map, because there's a lot of stuff there, outside, inside. I don't know, how many buildings do they have?
Oh, I don't know, 4 or 5 big massive buildings.
Huge buildings.
And then of course the promenade, as I call it, every major manufacturer will be attending. And this year they're hoping it to be back to the way it was before COVID. So we certainly hope that it is. But generator manufacturers, if it's made for an RV, they're there. Techno RV, KOA, Thousand Trails, just anybody you can imagine is there. And of course, they all want your money. And there is a price for tickets to get in the show beyond the parking lot.
Right. But it's very reasonable. I think it's $12, but I think that gets you 2 days. And I think that on top of that $12, I think there's a discount maybe if you're
first responders, military
type thing. Yes. So when you get the tickets at the gate, make sure you ask them about all those discounts. All right.
Oh, they're going to be in, we have not gone to Quartzsite.
Wow. It's the same dates.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I know a few years back, Traveling Robert went to both.
Yeah, he did. And, wow. I mean, he drove like a maniac to leave the Tampa show and get to Quartzsite in time for their
They
show.
must have been like back to back instead of at the same time that year.
But like I say, the main reason for the live stream tonight was really just to let you guys know, if you're coming for Industry Day, you cannot bring your RV to Industry Day.
Right.
And you cannot stay on property the night of the 18th. However, the day and night of the 19th and beyond, RVs are welcome, and you can stay overnight if you so to do that, or so choose to do that.
Yeah, which we have done.
Yeah, which we have done and will be doing again this year. So I hope to see all of you there.
I know. We are super excited about going up there. So it looks like Bill and Natasha with Nurse and Our Travel Bug are here. You're in Florida, so I'm assuming you're going to be coming to the show. Let us know if you've already put that in the chat. I've missed it somehow. Hey, Too Fat, Too Furious. Good to see you. Oh, yes. We were trying to film a lot. So I know that you won't be coming. It's a long way across that big old pond. But yeah, we're going to try to film what's there for everybody. At least a little bit of what's there. Oh, good. Steve's coming. Plan on coming up to the show.
Awesome.
Yes. Just head on up. That's what we did in the past. I was just left early and got there for the gates to open.
Camping Therapy is here.
Yes, Doreen. Good to see you.
Did we say Dreaming Out Loud RV?
We did.
Okay.
We said hello to them.
I'm just kind of reviewing the chat here. It's been running on my phone.
Oh, good job.
Adventure RV Adventure.
Yeah, I was just talking to him.
Too Fat, Too Furious, you just talked about. Okay.
Yes.
So what else?
Well, so when you're there, one of the things you need to do is those meetups. So not just the people we know and love are in our community, but there's often other like larger channels that are there. Like You Mean the RV has been there in the past.
Yeah, Keep Your Daydream was there one year.
Maybe. I don't remember.
They were.
Okay.
One of them, it's been several years ago.
All right.
Less Junk, More Journey's been there.
Yep. I think
Driving and Vibing
back.
was there. RV Geeks was there. This is all, I'm just going back to 2020 now.
Yep.
Natasha and guys, yes, you are getting closer to us. You're in Bradenton. That's about 90 minutes away.
Oh, you're so close.
From us right now.
You're so close.
You guys are welcome to come down. We would certainly love to have you visit us here at our home base. We'd be happy to do that.
Oh, you're going to hear the dogs. They're not crated or anything. It's Sapphire.
She was in here licking my foot.
Yeah, they were being quiet, and then she wandered off. I heard her. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. Anyway, so just be prepared to be flexible. Think outside of the box when you make your accommodations. And but if you're not coming for Industry Day, if you're just coming up for the regular part of the show, you shouldn't have any trouble. Just as Brad said, when you get in the gate, park wherever they tell you to park. And then afterwards, if you're planning on boondocking in the parking lot, you're welcome to move your rig wherever you want to get closer to all your friends. So that's what we plan on doing again. Wachula. Cool. Okay. So you're probably at the Thousand Trails, most likely, although there's several campgrounds in Wachula area. Yep.
That's only about an hour away from us.
I know. You're definitely getting closer and closer.
And Bob is asking them how are their
internet. How's the internet up there in Wachula?
Oh, okay. So they're going to Bradenton after Wachula?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Safi.
So they're both close. All right. So
what else we have?
We wanna do this.
Okay, well then
do that. All right, now is an opportunity.
What are you doing?
I want, if you'd like, all of us here so far at the moment are content creators. So now's a good time to go ahead and type in the chat like what you recently posted or what you're working on. If you want to tell us, if you have an upcoming upload you want to tell us about, go ahead and put that in there. And then if others are interested, they can jump on over and find that. And yeah, maybe we can get a view out of that.
Absolutely.
So I know for us, we have coming up tomorrow, we have a video we've put together of another Florida state park. We went over to Highlands Hammock.
So, in Sebring, Florida.
Yep. So that's the video that we're going to upload tomorrow night. So
Thrifty Angela's in the room.
Hey, good to see you. Yay. We've just been talking about the Tampa show and boondocking in the parking lot from the 19th to the 22nd. And then about the Industry Day, which is the prior day, the 18th, how no one's allowed to boondock there on that night. So you have to find someplace else. And so we talked about like cracker docking or the Bass Pro Shop, which we found a compendium. So hopefully you can do that. And then we found a harvest host. And then there are a slew of private campgrounds. Most of them are filled up. So you might have to branch out a little bit further away. But there are sites. There are sites found. So
absolutely.
Yep.
The show is worth attending, even if you only come for the day.
Yes.
just to see what's new in the world of RVs.
Yep.
And maybe that one accessory or piece of equipment that you just didn't know that you needed until you got there. And you went, oh my God, I got to have that.
Yep. 2 years ago, I think that's when we signed up for that Verizon deal.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
And RV Love and them were pushing, I believe were the ones pushing that at that time.
Yep. And 2 years ago is when we got the tire pressure monitoring system, I think.
Yep. I think it was. Yeah. I mean, they can separate you from your money very, very quickly. So
yeah.
You got to go in with a little bit. And then of course, when we were there with Bob and with the Roads We Roam, and a bunch of others, I want to say that was 2020.
That was 2020.
We rated a couple of RV manufacturers.
Oh my gosh, we did.
It was a ton of fun. We had a really, really great time. A lot of good conversation, a lot of good camaraderie. It was just a fun time. It was kind of like if you guys have been to Mayberry, like that, but I think on a little smaller scale.
Right.
But we certainly all had just a wonderful, wonderful time out there.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Winter, welcome. I'm glad you jumped on. We're talking about the Tampa show. We're definitely planning on going up there. It's in the end of January. The show is actually from the 19th to the 22nd.
Who's Bill?
It's Brad. It's Brad.
Who's Bill?
There's no Bill.
There's no Bill?
There's no Bill. Winter, it's okay. Don't mind. I actually have a brother named Bill. Don't mind him. I need to get him some chocolate or something.
It's blazoned on my screen right there. I'm sorry.
I love Grace, dear. You know how these phones work. A little typo here, a typo there. It's okay. Yes, exactly.
All right, Susan, were you here earlier when we were talking about the 18th and Industry Day?
Yeah, so Susan, I'm so glad you're here. I'm not sure if you were here earlier, but yeah, a little recap again. That's okay. The show, of course, is from the 19th to the 22nd, and you get to go to the Industry Day, which is the 18th. That night, the parking lot is not open for boondocking as it will be the other nights. So the night of the 18th, everyone has to find some other place to stay.
Right. And you cannot bring your RV to the show on the 18th on Industry Day.
The parking lot won't be able for that.
We had kind of covered some other areas that you can stay for the night, as well as RV parks in the area. But everything is filling up. So don't delay. If you're definitely coming up for Industry Day, don't delay. Get yourself a reservation or get yourself set up somewhere. As our governor is very proud of saying, Florida is open and open for business.
Yep.
And I believe that quite a bit of the country has decided that Florida is where they want to be this year.
That's it.
We can't get into hardly anywhere down here.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of out-of-state tags down here in Fort Myers, Florida.
Right.
So,
but that's not to be said that there are places to go. You just have to do your research. Like you can try the Cracker Barrel or the Bass Pro Shop. There's a Harvest Host up in the Tampa area. You can try the Southwest Florida Water Management District. Has it's boondocking, but it's out in the woods. But the Southwest Florida Water Management District, and that's the website. I think it's swflwmd.state.fl.us, and you can find the campgrounds up there.
I think you can also find those on recreation.gov.
Maybe. But the closest area up there is the Lower Hillsborough Wilderness Preserve. So you might want to look into that. And that area actually has several campgrounds in it. So that's an option.
Adventure RV Adventure. Yes, the snowbirds did stay. Many of them came down here to escape their states that were closed down for COVID, and they have decided to stay.
Yep. Hey, our Epic RV Adventure. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. And it's so good that you're going to be at the show again. It's going to be like a repeat of 2020.
Bob is hysterical. You're exactly right, Bob.
All
you
right.
know it's fall in Florida when the license plates change colors. And that is truly happening. Not that Florida doesn't have like 65 license plates of its own.
Yeah.
We truly do. If you guys don't know that. Any organization can request a license plate, especially if they are a 501c3 nonprofit. Holy smokes, everything from Save Our Reefs to get your dog or cat spayed and neutered to
all the universities.
All the universities. I mean, Florida has got a ton of license plates. I proudly display 3 different styles.
Yeah, we do.
So.
Oh, let's see. We have also, I just saw jump in and I wanted to say hello. Where is it? The name's okay. The Wolfpack Life. Hi. Welcome to the live stream. All right. Oh, our Epic RV Adventure says they're going to be boondocking at the fairgrounds. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, we will be doing that also starting on the 19th. So, yay. We will find you. We should find each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Circle the wagons.
Circle the wagons, as it were. Although you're not actually allowed to circle the wagons, they'll come make you move them. But I mean, you're basically have a 1-lane road between each aisle of RVs out there in the parking lot. So it's kind of cool. And anybody who's near us, I'll warn you now, I will be running the generator
at nighttime
for our CPAP machines.
Yeah.
But it's really quiet.
It is a quiet one.
It's not like the old one was. So
you just now guaranteed they're gonna, push
nobody's gonna want to hang out with us. They'll be like, y'all go out to the fence line. You'll be fine.
Oh darn. Oh no. Oh boy. All right. So I didn't notice if anyone put up what content that they are thinking
there
about
are
putting
a few.
out. There were? I missed that. I would have to go back and look because I definitely wanted to find that out. All right, we see one holler.
Happy camper, you are forgiven. Don't worry about it. Just keeping tabs on her. 40 years of marriage. I gotta, I gotta keep tabs on her.
Caught in the crosshairs.
Oh my goodness.
Awesome. This is good.
Oh, thank you, Angela. Thank you so much. I can't tell you what this means to me. Her brother's name is Bill, so this will be weird.
Not that I haven't heard Bill and Diana half my life, but that's okay.
You guys.
I love it.
All right. So anyway, if you're coming to the show, please feel free to look us up, find us. You can email us.
Yes,
we are definitely reachable people. Yep. I don't know if we're scrolling that.
No,
if you can make that happen.
I think I can. There we go.
Yeah.
There you go. There's our email address.
By the way, if you want the sticker that's on the wall behind us,
yeah,
you can email us if you would like a sticker. We'd be happy to get one out to you.
Yep.
So we can make that happen. All right.
All right. Let's go down to the bottom.
What else we got?
Well, after that, we only had that if you wanted to do it. Okay, Diana, just post to your bringing Brad or Bill. I'm gonna bring Brad. Heads up, I'm bringing Brad.
Thanks. I was really waiting for nursing, our travel bug, to chime in there.
Oh, they may have. I could have missed it.
But, no, I looked.
Oh, okay.
But anyhow, guys, we thank you for joining us this evening. If you have not subscribed to our channel, I think everybody here has. Please do. If you haven't watched one of our videos recently, please do that. We're about 900 hours away from hitting our 4,000.
Yeah.
And we certainly would like to hit that 4,000 hour mark, because we do lose hours every month. We've been at this a little while. But like I said, we do have a video coming out. It's going to be Highland Hammock State Park in Sebring.
Yes.
When's that coming out? Thursday,
tomorrow.
Friday?
Yeah. It's coming out tomorrow, which is Wednesday.
Okay. So like I said, tomorrow.
All right. So tonight after us, I'm not sure who's going to come on at 8, but at 9 o'clock tonight on Tuesday nights is VidLift. So I don't know if any of you have been watching VidLift. It's VIDLIFT. And there's usually 4, they call themselves the 4 horsemen that are on that, but it's a really neat channel. So you can check that out at 9. And then at 10 o'clock is Johnny's Journey. So she's doing the van build right now. I'm sure y'all know Johnny's Journey. So she has a really good live stream with Vanderella, and she is on at 10 o'clock. So that's Eastern Standard Time, which gets a little late for us here usually, but we do try to pop our heads in there from time to time. So that's tonight. And I don't know if any of you can, I'm sure it's probably too early to drop a link for Johnny's Journey, since the live stream isn't for about 2 hours yet, hour and a half or something. But if that's possible, that is where we will try to be at 10 o'clock. All right.
I married her before she knew better, Wolfpack. And by the time she figured it out, it was too late. So she's got to keep me now.
I'll keep him. He's a keeper.
She keeps telling me they don't make parts for me anymore. I'm vintage. So I'm just trying to keep this old rig, going.
Like you said.
Yeah. James Catney.
Oh, hey, James. I was wondering if you were planning on coming down to the Tampa show in January. So at one point, I thought you had been planning on it. So I'm not sure if you were able to put that together or finalized your plans yet. But if so, we will see you there because we're planning on being there.
Nursing our trouble,
yay.
but it says
Thank
maybe
you.
Natasha will bring Bill.
Oh, there you go.
That's awesome.
That's good. Oh.
All right. So if you know anybody who's coming to the Tampa RV show who is not here in the room tonight,
Right.
and you know for sure that they're coming, especially if they're coming for Industry Day, let them know about this little live stream. And I will tell you that I called. Lazy Days has a resort attached to their Tampa Superstore.
With like 400 sites.
And they are fully booked.
Yes.
For the month of January and most certainly that week.
Yeah.
Just to kind of give you guys an idea, we're sitting here at the end of November. This show is 6 weeks away, and it's going to become more and more difficult to find somewhere to put your RV.
Yeah, you just
for that prelude to the show on the 19th.
Right. So for the 18th, just be creative.
Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely. Just be creative. Do whatever it is that you need to do for that.
Yep. All right. So I think that's it, everybody. I thank you for jumping on with us and spending this time here. And I think we're going to say good night. Unless you have something else to say.
I'm just looking at Florida peeps. Have your people call our people. Would love to hang out.
Florida peeps, have your people call our people.
We will make that happen.
Yes.
Absolutely. We'd love to have you guys.
Oh, yay. Here's another link. Oh, Joy Bless Life. Good to see you. Thank you for jumping on. Excellent. We've been talking about the Tampa show. I'm not sure if you're going to make it down to the Tampa show in January. If so, we get to hang out again.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome. All right. So we have 14 in the chat. Not sure how many thumbs up we have, but I do appreciate all of them, and I do appreciate you. And with that, we're going to say ciao.
I think we're going to say ciao. Enjoy, guys. If we don't see you before then, have a safe holiday. Hopefully you're with people that you love and want to hang out with. And if not before, we hope to see you at the Tampa RV show in January. Be safe. Be careful. Have fun.
Bye.
Fairy dust weep